A Fox 10 breaking investigation. Just days after the first drowning on Fort Morgan in several years, we're uncovering the volunteer fire department there no longer doing beach patrols along that stretch of coast.
The deputy fire chief there is telling Fox 10 News it's just become too dangerous to do so. Our Baldwin County reporter Hal Sherrick has been on the story. He talked with the deputy chief who made that decision.
We still have high rip currents today, so you guys be careful. If you go in the water, don't go out deep, okay?
For years, beach patrols have been a huge part of Fort Morgan Fire Department's public outreach program. The face-to-face interaction with visitors was thought to reinforce safety guidelines and warn of the risk of rip currents. At least for now, that has stopped, a decision that was made at the beginning of summer.
The reason that back in Memorial Day weekend that I pulled this off the beach was because it was extremely dangerous for us to be on the beach, not just for our folks, but for the folks on the beach. It was incredibly crowded. It's the most people we've ever seen down here. Between the tents, the chairs, the coolers, the holes that are being dug, it's a dangerous situation.
Saturday's drowning was the first in the Gulf waters off Fort Morgan since 2018. Karen Graham of Tennessee was one of more than 20 people who formed a human chain in an attempt to save a child who was caught in the rough surf. The chain was broken by the waves, putting many more lives in danger. Signs were posted along Fort Morgan warning of the rip current risks. Deputy Fire Chief Michael Ludvigson stands by his decision to keep patrols off the beach.
Some people will say, well, you're weighing the department's liability against the public safety. I mean, you see how someone could drop.
Sure, absolutely. But we're not looking at our liability. You know, if we were liable for something, it would be that we ran somebody over. It's more about the safety of that person, not the liability involved. We're concerned about injury to people on the beach, whether it's caused by us or caused by our gear or anything like that.
The deputy chief also telling Hal that there could be patrols brought back to the beach if the situation warrants it. Beach conditions change with the seasons, and those conditions will dictate any decision they make. Emergency leaders want to remind beachgoers that the most important thing to do if someone is in trouble in the surf, first call 911 to get help on the way, and not to put yourself or others in danger that you can't get out of.